Hey guys! So it's been a while since I've made a video. Things have been insane for me lately. I am working all the time. We've got a vacation coming up in a week or so. We're leaving on the 5th. And I've got family that's going to be here on Monday. And you may or may not have noticed that I am in a new location to film in right now. Where I usually film at my kitchen table. And it's currently covered in stuff, like all kinds of stuff. So I can't film there. So I had to find somewhere else to film, and I didn't have anything to do. I was taking a break from getting things organized and ready before our family gets here. So I decided to just film this video. I was gonna say quick video, but it's probably not gonna be that quick because I have a lot of books to show you today. I'm gonna do kind of like a collective haul of everything that I've gotten the past like 6 to 8-ish months, because it's been a really long time since I've done a book haul, and I have a huge pile sitting next to me of books to show you. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and jump into the video. Okay, the first thing I have to show you is not a book, but it is book related. It is the reading journal that I use. I get it at Barnes & Noble's website. I haven't been able to find it in the actual store from Barnes & Noble anywhere around me. I'm sure you can find it in store somewhere. Mine just don't have it. It's only like, I don't know, I think it was like $7 or something, and this is like my 5th, I want to say, one of these. I love these. They're amazing. It just helps me keep track of my reading. I can write down my thoughts as I'm reading the book. It keeps track of when I started, when I finished, you know, what book I'm reading and when it was published and stuff like that. So it's really nice, and it's got like little random like graphs that you can fill out and like quotes where you can put in like the quotes from books you're reading. It's just a really awesome journal to have. So if you like keeping track of your reading progress, I would definitely look into getting one of these. Okay, now I'm going to get into some of the new releases that I've gotten. I got, back in February, I pre-ordered a book because Barnes & Noble had their exclusive book, and it is signed, and it came with a poster, which is really cool, and a bonus scene, which according to the sticker. But okay, the book is The One by Kira Cass, which is the 3rd book in the Selection trilogy, which is one of my favorite trilogies. I love the story. I love America and Maxon and Aspen and the Queen. She's so funny. I have already read this. I have reviewed this on my blog, I believe. It was so good. It ended just the way I was hoping it would end. I'm not going to say anything about like what happens or, you know, anything like that, because it is the 3rd book in a series or in a trilogy. And but yeah, it is signed somewhere. Right there. There it is. It is signed by Kira Cass. And so I pre-ordered this back in February, and I got it when it came out in May. And yeah, I loved it. So good. 5 out of 5 stars. It was just the perfect ending, I think, to the trilogy. And then I got Ruins by Dan Wells in March. I believe this came out March. Yeah, this came out in like early March. It is the 3rd book in the partial sequence. I have read the first 2 partials and fragments, and I loved both of them very much. I haven't had a chance to read this one yet. It is a bit of a thicker book. I am planning to read it when I get back from vacation. I have a couple of books lined up that I want to read when I get back. I'll have a little bit more time. I won't have to be like trying to get things ready, so I'll actually have time to sit down and read this, which I'm really looking forward to because it sounds really good. And then the next book I have, I actually just bought. This is one of my most recent purchases. It is another 3rd book to a trilogy. It is Graduation Day by, I'm totally going to butcher this, Joelle Charbonneau? Yeah. Yep. That I totally butchered that. This is the third book in the Testing trilogy, which I loved. The Testing and Independent Study. They were so good. And I was in Barnes & Noble and I was looking for a book. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to buy. And then I saw this and I was shocked because I didn't think that it was out yet. Like, I was like 85% sure that it was not out yet. And I saw it and I was like, okay, that's it. I have to get it. And this is another one of the books that I am planning on reading when I get back from vacation. I'm sad that I haven't gotten to read it yet, but very, very soon. Very soon. I'm interested to see what happens with the characters, because the way that things kind of ended in Independent Study wasn't too big of a cliffhanger, but it was a bit of a cliffhanger, and I'm just really excited to kind of see where things go in the story and how it ends. And then this is not a new release, but it's a new purchase for me. I got the paperback copy of City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. I don't really need to say much about this book. I'm pretty sure everybody's read it. I haven't read City of Fallen Angels or City of Lost Souls yet. I am currently working my way through the Infernal Devices. I have like 100 pages left in Clockwork Angel, and then I'm going to, kind of continue reading the books in order that they're supposed to be read, which is the order that they were published in. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to this sometime soon. And I wanted to wait to get it until I got the paperback. The paperback came out because all of the rest of the series is in paperback, and I prefer my books to match. So, yes. On to the next book. My library had a sale going. They have these, like, big book sales, like, every couple of months, I believe. And I was driving by and I just happened to see the sign and I was like, oh, okay, I'll go check it out. Not expecting to really find anything because they don't always have, like, the biggest young adult selection, which is basically all I read. But I managed to find the first two books in, I don't know if it's a trilogy or a series. I want to say it's a trilogy, but don't quote me on that. I found Nightshade and Wolfsbane, which is books 1 and 2. And I've been wanting to read Nightshade for a really long time. It just sounds really good. I've heard nothing but good things about it. It's got really good ratings on Goodreads. So when I saw them both there, they were both only, I think it was like 50 cents. So I paid $1 for the two of these books. You really can't beat that considering it's like perfect condition. There's absolutely nothing wrong with either of these books. I was really excited when I found these, so I'm looking forward to getting the third one, which is Blood Rose, and kind of just going through them all at once. Just marathon it. And then I got Tempest and the second book, Vortex, by Julie Cross. Vortex I actually picked up at that same library sale where I got Nightshade and Wolfsbane. I love these covers so much more than this cover, and I really wish that I had the paperback version of this one in this cover because they're so much prettier. But yeah, Tempest is, I think it's like time travel, I believe. Yes, they go from 2009 to 2007, and they, like, jump back and forth, I think. I don't know too much about it, but it sounds really good. It's got good ratings on Goodreads. So I actually found this at my local Big Lots store for $3, and I couldn't pass it up because $3 for a perfectly good hardback is a deal that I just can't skip over. On to some others that I'm really, really excited for, and I can't wait to get into. The first one I'll show you is the final book in the Morganville Vampire series. Daylighters. This series is by Rachel Kane. It is one of my hands down favorite series ever. There's 15 books. This is number 15. I haven't read it yet. I haven't read the last 3 books because I was waiting for this one to come out, and I'm going to go back and reread it and then finish the series, which I'm kind of putting off because I don't want to finish it. It's just so good. But yeah, this is the last book, and it's pretty colors, yellow and purples, really pretty. And then I have a book and a novella from the House of Night series, the latest one to come out, which is Revealed. This is I believe the second to last book in the series. The last book, Redeemed, I believe is what it's called, is coming out it's either October or November, and I'm waiting to read this till I get that one so that I can just read the last 2 books in one go. I love the House of Night series. It's another one of my favorites. It's another super long series. But yeah, I got this, and then I got Dragon's Oath, which is by PC Cast and Kristen Cast, which is the authors of the House of Night series. This is one of the novellas from the series. It's the only novella that I have. I haven't read it yet, but I plan to read it soon, kind of refamiliarize myself with the world, and it's really short, so shouldn't take too long to get through it. And then I've got a couple of books that I got at my local Goodwill over the last, couple months or so. Every once in a while when I'm bored or if I have a free 5 minutes, because that's how far it is from my house, I just go and, I kicked the stand, and check out to see if they have new books. Usually I can find at least something. They don't have the biggest selection, but every once in a while I find a couple of good gems hidden in there. The first book I have is Out of Reach by Carrie Arcos. I remember putting this on my to-read list on Goodreads forever ago when I first found out about it, and I was really looking forward to reading it. I don't really remember what it's about now. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it's about this girl named Rachel whose brother struggles with addiction. So it just sounds really interesting. It sounds like it's going to be a little maybe darker than normal contemporary books. So I'm really excited to read that one. Then I picked up a copy of I Tell You I Love You, But Then I Have to Kill You by Allie Carter. I have read this book. I loved this book. I haven't read any more in the series, although I want to. It was just kind of like a fun, simple little read. It's about a boarding school for spies that are teenagers. And it's all girls. It's an all-girls school. So it was really interesting. I don't know. I liked the main character. But yeah, I've read this, liked it, it was really good, I thought. But yeah, I've actually read that one, so. And then just yesterday, I wasn't having the best day yesterday. So I went to Goodwill to see if they had any books, and I actually came home with 3. The first one I found was Twisted by Lori Halse Anderson. I have read Speak by her and part of Winter Girls. I liked what I read of Winter Girls, and I loved Speak. Speak was so good. It's one of my favorite contemporaries. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, yeah, I'll get it. Since I do like her writing style and I want to read more books by her, it was only 50 cents. So there's that. I'm not sure what this one's about, but that's okay. I don't mind going into books blind. And then I picked up a copy of The Lux by Anna Gaberson, and I've tried to read this before. I don't know if I just wasn't really in the mood for historical fiction or what it was, but I picked it up because it was only 50 cents. I'm going to give it another go, and this time if I can't get through it, then I guess I'll just try and give up on the series. But I'm hoping I can get into it and like it, because I haven't heard anything but good. I've heard nothing but good things about the series, and it has really good ratings on Goodreads, so hopefully I can get into it and I'll like it. And then I was so excited that I found this because I had actually requested a review copy of this from NetGalley, and sadly they had ran out of e-galleys to give away, so I didn't get it, but I found an advanced reader's copy at my Goodwill, and I was so excited. And that book is Roomies by Sarah Czar and Tara Altbrando. Yep, probably just butchers that. This is an art copy, which is so cool. I love the cover. I think it's so neat looking. It just sounds so good. It's about this girl named Elizabeth who is going to college, and she received her roommate assignment, and it's kind of about, I guess, their roommate relationship. I don't know. I like Sarah Czar's writing, so I'm really excited to get into this. I'll probably be bringing this on vacation with me, and hopefully I'll find some time to read it. And then let me get into my big basket here of books next to me. I've at one of the libraries in a town, not my town that I live in, but another town over, they have this little gift shop in it, and they have books for sale, like library copies of books that they have too many copies of or stuff like that, or sometimes even new books. Like the couple that I got from there are in basically perfect condition. And the first one that I picked up was The Warrior Heir by Cinda Williams Chima? Not sure. I think it's Chima is how it's pronounced. I don't know anything about this. I've seen it on a couple of other booktubers channels, and I don't know. I remember reading the synopsis on Goodreads forever ago, and really liking it, and it sounded really interesting. And so when I saw it for only a couple dollars, I picked it up because it is in perfect condition. Like, there's nothing wrong with it at all, and it was only a couple of dollars, so I couldn't go wrong. And the next book I picked up was Warped by Marissa Gibbord. I am just butchering everybody's names today. I think that this story is about a girl named Tessa who finds, like, a tapestry in her attic or something. And says something about time travel here. So that should be interesting. It says Tessa's life is about to unravel. So I don't know too much about this. I know it's on my to-read list on Goodreads. I don't know. Really excited to find out what this is about. This video is going to be so long. I'm so sorry. And then back to what I found at my Goodwill. I actually bought quite a few books there. I only have 6 more books to show you guys. Okay. First, I'll show you this one. I ordered, I don't know, Books A Million has their bargain section online where they have like $3 books, or $3 books, hardbacks, paperbacks, you know, all that kind of stuff. And they're not always in perfect condition. I got Star-Crossed by Josephine Angelini, and as you can see, it's a little beat up right there, and it's like kind of bent right here too. But that's okay. I don't mind. It's not a big deal. You can't tell it's beat up when it's on my shelf, and that's all that matters. And honestly, a little dent like that, it doesn't really bother me, and I couldn't get the sticker off all the way right there. But yeah, this is actually a pretty chunky book. I don't know too much about it. I think it's got, it says, okay, a love written in the stars, a feud started in ancient Greece, a curse not even the gods can break. That sounds really interesting. It was $3. Can't go wrong. And then all of the rest of these next 5 books that I got are from my local Big Lots. The first one I found was So Close to You by Rachel Carter. I'm not sure what it's about. It's about, let's see here, some kind of a project. says, when Lydia stumbles into a portal that transports her to a dangerous and strange new reality, she discovers all the stories she's ever heard about the Montauk Project are true, and that she's in the middle of one of the most dangerous experiments in history. That sounds really intriguing. It has deckled edges. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got the cool deckled edges, which I love when books have those. They're so cool, I think. But yeah, this should be an interesting read once I get around to it. And then I found Forgive My Fins by Tara Lynn Childs. I've wanted to read this book for a while. It's about mermaids. And last year I read the Water Song series by Amanda Hawking, and I loved it, and that was about sirens, which is kind of like mermaids. But I don't think I've actually read like an actual mermaid book. And so when I found this, I was like, hey, why not give mermaid books a try? So yeah, and it's in perfect condition, which is always nice. And then I found Melissa Marr's Fairy Tales and Nightmares, and I believe that this is told in the same world as Melissa Marr's Wicked Lovely series, which is really cool because I really loved Wicked Lovely. It was one of my favorite books that I read that year. I read it like a really, really long time ago, actually. It was one of the first books that I read when I really started getting into reading. And so when I found this, I was really excited. It's kind of big. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into that world. And I have 2 more books, and then I promise I'm done. This is already like 20 minutes long. This is The Mask of the Red Death by Bethany Griffin. I honestly don't really know what this is about. I've seen it on BookTube. I've seen it on Goodreads. It says, everything is in ruins. A devastating plague has decimated the population, and those who are left live in fear of catching it as the city crumbles around them. Sounds interesting. Don't know. Hopefully it's good. And then the last book that I have to show you is Slide by Jill Hathaway. I don't know too much about this, but the blurb from the book on the top, it says she sees through the eyes of a killer. That intrigued me so much. I was like, I need this book. I need to find out what they mean by that. I didn't really read the synopsis. I kind of want to go into this one blind. I don't like doing that all the time, but there are certain books where I just want to find out what happens along the way and not know anything about the story or the characters or kind of what's going on in the book beforehand. So that's what I plan to do with this one, and I'm really excited about it. And that was the last book. I don't know how many books that was. It was a lot. This is a very long video. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day. And I don't know, I probably am going to film a June wrap-up video when I get back from vacation and let you guys know what I managed to read last month and this month. I haven't been reading quite as much because I've been working and busy and I haven't had that much time to just sit down and read. But that's going to change when I get back from vacation, hopefully. So hopefully I'll have more videos and some reviews coming up. But until then, I hope you guys have a good day and a good weekend. And I will see you in the next video.